Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Many Roads, One Future, the Student Edition, hosted by the New Jersey Family Engagement Hub. I'm Jeanette Mejias, co-director of the NJFE Hub, and we're very glad that you joined us here this evening. This session is designed specifically for our high school students to help you explore the different paths that you can take after graduation. If you're a parent joining us because your child is in one of these grades, you're absolutely welcomed. But everything we're sharing tonight is meant to support students as they think about their next steps. So before we move on, let's launch a quick poll to help us understand who's in the room. We want to know, what grade are you currently in? If you're a freshman, which is ninth grade, a sophomore, 10th grade, a junior, 11th grade, or you're a senior, 12th grade. And if you're not in any of these grade categories, just select other. Okay. So we see, okay, so we have 100% in other. Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for participating. We appreciate that. It kind of gives us an idea of who's in the room. Okay, so tonight we're going to explore a variety of options: college, trade programs, apprenticeships, entrepreneurship, and jobs you can start right after high school. The goal is simple. We want to help you figure out what fits you. So as we go through these slides, we want you to feel free to hit that reaction button whenever something stands out or simply just connects with you. It helps us feel your energy because we are driven by the energy. And we really hope that you have a lot of great takeaways from tonight's webinar. And now I'm going to pass it over to my colleague, Lanisha, for quick team introductions. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeanette, and welcome everyone to this evening's webinar. My name is Dr. Lanisha Maple Ridley. I am the co-project director for the New Jersey Family Engagement Hub. Just a little background about me. I am a mom of a 6-year-old, exciting, handsome, curious, artistic little boy who may appear on your screen this evening. And one of my favorite things to do is to read. And I will now turn it over to Kim to introduce herself.
Thank you, Lanisha. Hello and good evening, everyone. My name is Kim Rivers, and I am the training coordinator for our family engagement project. I have three now young adults. So my youngest actually just came home from her freshman year in college. I wish I had this information last year or the year before, but I am so excited that you're joining us to get it for your needs here. And now I'll pass it over to Faith.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Faith Victor. I'm the Northern Region Specialist. This is one of my favorite topics, but also one of my favorite seasons of the year. It's graduation season, it's college. People are moving on to the next chapter of their life. I have a younger sister who's heading to college, so this is a timely message. And without further ado, Evan.
Thank you, Faith. Hello, everyone. My name is Evan Hardy, and I am the Central Regional Family Engagement Specialist. I do believe this topic is very interesting because I actually have about 10 nieces and nephews. About 3 of them should be going into high school right now, and I know 2 are about to graduate and go into college. So I think this is a very interesting topic. And now I would like to pass it along to Alexis.
Thank you, Evan. Good evening, everyone. My name is Alexis Pratt. I am the Community Engagement Specialist for the New Jersey Family Engagement Hub, and I hope you all enjoyed today's webinar. I'm going to pass it to Stephanie for introductions.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Stephanie Babbitt, and I am the project coordinator on the New Jersey Family Engagement Hub, and I work a lot with parent groups across New Jersey, and I'm glad to be here. I have a son who is almost done with his freshman year of high school and a daughter who's graduating 8th grade. So I am very excited for the information that we're going to be learning this evening. And I'm going to pass it over now to Kayari.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kayari Tyler, and I'm the Virtual Learning Support Specialist for the Family Engagement Hub. Now back to this amazing presentation.
So just a little information about the New Jersey Family Engagement Hub. We are a project of SPAN Parent Advocacy Network, and we are funded from the U.S. Department of Education. We received a 5-year grant to provide family engagement activities for school districts throughout New Jersey. Our primary role is to bridge the gap between families, schools, educators, community partners, and youth to all work together and build bridges for the ultimate goal of student success. We need all these partners to work together so that our students continue to be successful both in school and out of school. And I'll turn it over to Kim to talk about SPAN.
Thank you, Lanisha. So who is SPAN Parent Advocacy Network? Well, SPAN is the parent center for the state of New Jersey, and we're all about providing information, assistance, and resources for families, for educators, for any professionals or community organizations who are interested in the healthy development and education of children. And so if you want to learn more about our programs, and we have many, over 45 programs, go to our website at spanadvocacy.org, and of course, all the other social media handles. So now let's watch a little bit about what we're discussing today.
Just graduated high school? Congrats. Now that you have graduated, it's time to start looking for what to do next. But if you don't know what to do, that is perfectly fine. This is your chance to explore and to decide what you like and what you don't like. Hi, my name is Uni with Get Schooled, and in today's video, I'll share a few paths that you could take after graduating high school. Let's get into it. First, you could attend college. This is the most popular route to take after high school. You could attend a 2-year or a 4-year university. Or you could do like me, where you take 2 years and then transfer to a 4-year university. This really helps with the cost of college. Next, earn and learn. Look into apprenticeship. This pathway leads to many different jobs that are in demand. And the best part is you get paid while learning. I highly recommend looking into apprenticeship because this opens doors to numerous opportunities in your field. Number 3, serve through AmeriCorps. AmeriCorps is a national service that hires and places workers throughout the nation to address critical needs. There are numerous benefits to this, such as receiving an education award to pay for college, trade school, or student loan debt. Number 4, study at a trade school. Trades are a great option if you like working with your hands, and these jobs are stable and in demand. This is a great pathway if you know what you want to pursue after high school. Last but not least, number 5, enter the workforce. If you're trying to make some money, you could apply and search for jobs right out of high school. This is a great pathway to take in between classes or if you're taking a gap year. And remember, everyone has their own path after high school. Our advice is to do what best works for you. If you want more ideas of what to do after high school, make sure to check us out at getschool.com. And remember, you could always text HELP to 335577 and our counselors will help find your calling after high school.
Oh, yeah. So it's May, and for many of us, we all know someone who is graduating or have friends who are graduating. It's the start of a journey. This is the fork in the road of life. And the goal of what we're sharing is to help our students know that there is a future for you, regardless of your grades, of your interests. There is a space and a place where you can be finding your passion, finding your place in the village, and you do not have to walk the road alone. We at the Hub and your family and your educators at school and your community, we're all here to support you. So I hope we have some students present, because let's look a little bit and see who is here. I think we did that poll already. Okay, yes, poll 1. So then let's move on. So while there are many, many paths that you can take after graduation, what we're saying is that that destination remains the same. You all have a future, and we want you to be financially secure, personally fulfilled. We want you to have agency to make your own choices. So we want to simplify that journey for you so that you can transition to adulthood, because success does not have a single zip code or a single requirement. Whether you're going to university in New Brunswick or to a training center in Camden, what success looks like is different for every individual. And the whole goal, the one future that we want, is happiness. So let's do a poll on what you guys are thinking about for the future. And if you are a parent, or if you are here as a community member, if you have a student that is about to do graduation, do you have a sense of what they're planning to do? Is it college? Is it trade or vocational school? Is it an internship or apprenticeship? Are they going directly into the workforce, starting a job, taking a gap year? Or are you still weighing your options? Okay, so it looks like we've got, great, people are still responding. So college, trade school, and then my favorite, still weighing your options. Fantastic. Thank you. So the fact is, you have choices. And how do you make those choices? I know that's challenging. I think even as an adult, when we still are making choices, it's really, really hard. So imagine you're graduating high school and you're trying to figure out who you want to be, where you want to go. This chart here, these pillars of planning, as we call them, is an easy way for you to weigh where you want to put your energy. And we use this at SPAN a lot, especially with children who are transitioning to adult life, to try to figure out how to balance what they're going to be doing. But this is really good for you to figure out maybe what you need to focus your energy and time and money or education on. And so first off, think about needs. There are things that everyone needs to be able to do. Real world requirements, whether it's learning how to balance a budget, learning how to cook, learning how to do an interview, identifying what you need to focus on right now that will help you to go into adulthood is a really good foundational place to focus your energy. Is there something that you can study that will fill that baseline need that you have and equip you with a skill that you can utilize throughout life? And then strengths. We all have our strengths. Every person has something that they are really good at doing. And so if you are naturally good at gardening or at computers or at fixing cars or doing hair or being a craftsman, then maybe that is something that you can build on. You can take that strength. Are you a natural communicator? Do you like to talk a lot? Do you like to dance? Are you an easy problem solver? Maybe that's your superpower. And superpowers are very easy to utilize to transition into a job or to build on when you go to college. Maybe it's something that you're going to pass those subjects very easy because you're already good at it. So that's something to consider when weighing what you want to do next. And then interests. This really refers to what do you like to do? What are your hobbies? If you had 5 free hours right now, what would you immediately gravitate towards? This is about your passions, your obsessions, something that you connect to naturally. If you love video games, if you love hanging outside, when you align your path with your interests, you become invested. And so that means that studying that at school or doing that job 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, it will not feel burdensome. It would feel easy because you're doing something that you're interested in. And then dreams. This is actually my favorite because it's not necessarily something that you need to know or something that you have an inert strength in or something that is a hobby that you just do all the time. A dream is something that in that mind of yours, you have a vision for what your life could look like, or you want to be an astronaut. It's something that you don't have a familiarity with, but you're so focused on it that it becomes a passion. And that way, it excites you. And we all want to be somewhere where we are excited about what we do. That really gives you a reason to wake up every morning and provides the why behind the choice that you're making today. So when you are thinking about what you want to do, where you want to be, what you want to study, where you want to work, how you want to design your life, this is a really great way of looking at how to make decisions and those options. And of course, there's a risk with every choice we make. But right now, you are not deciding the rest of your life with one choice. By picking a road at age 17 or 18, it is just the beginning of your journey. It's not the end of it. So we want to really think about the fact that this first job, that first trade, that college you choose, or the major, that will not necessarily be what you will do till you retire. That's just not true. It's the first step. And once you realize that you're just taking a step forward, it takes the pressure off. You want to feel free to just be and relax and move within the road that you have taken. And let's be honest, it's a risk, right? Life is full of risks. So you might pick a trade and then find out in doing it, you don't like physical work. This is not your thing, or it's harder than you thought, or you're studying something and you pick that major and realize these classes are not for me. And that's okay. We want you to embrace that risk. Make the best choice that you can with the information that you have right now and give it your all, because you are going to learn from every decision that you make in your life. There is something that you can take from that experience. It's going to fill your toolbox with information, give you skills that you may not even realize. You're sitting somewhere and you're bored. Guess what? You're learning patience. If you are navigating difficult situations in a job or with a teacher in college or with students, you're learning negotiation, you're learning self-regulation. There is something to be learned with every experience, and that is not failure. So not succeeding is not failure. It's empowerment, and it's giving you the ability to pivot. So embrace it. Embrace the power of that pivot. And it's always a good choice to make a change, turn to a different direction. Don't stay stuck in a place that does not fulfill you, because there is no wasted effort. So let's do a poll on how do you feel about whether you are equipped for the real world, and how involved do you think your support system is in your planning as you are making these decisions? Do you feel prepared and you think you have a strong support system? Or do you have a plan, but you need more help in involving your family in the process? Or do you feel somewhat lost and could use more guidance in how to start? Or you are not sure what your future planning even looks like. Oh, wow. So this is very interesting. Everyone says they feel somewhat lost and could use more guidance in how to start. And then, I gotta tell you, I'm really kind of happy to hear that, because I think a lot of the information that we are sharing tonight is going to give you some direction on what you want to do next. So let's look at the myths versus facts. And we touched on the first one, myth 1. You have to go to a 4-year college in order to be successful. The fact is, especially in New Jersey, and I'm sure in lots of other states, high demand trades like logistics, specialized tech, healthcare, plumbers, electricians, mechanics, they actually have very high starting salaries. And many of those entry-level jobs, they don't require a 4-year degree. And you can earn a really good living. You can become your own business, be an entrepreneur. So you don't have to go to college in order to be successful. Myth 2, trade schools do not offer financial aid. Fact. A lot of families overlook vocational programs because they think that you have to pay for everything out of pocket. But the reality is many New Jersey vocational programs are FAFSA eligible and are even fully covered by state grants. So the money is there if you're looking to take that path as well. Myth 3, I have to choose right now my forever career. Fact. We need to lower the stakes. Picking a path right now is not a life sentence. In fact, many people actually change their careers over their lifetime 3 and 4 and 5 times. So whatever first step you take isn't about picking that job for the next 50 years or picking that career or education line. No. It's just about building a solid foundation of skills so that you are ready for whatever comes next. So, in summary, as we go through, think about the 3 main roads that you can take after high school. They each have their pros and their cons. They can be short-term, they can have a long-term impact, and we want to take the stress out of any decision you make. There is no wrong choice. These are all potential right answers, because this is about you. So the academic route, that's for you. If you're looking for traditional college, great 2 4-year degree. Technical route, if you want to learn, get hands-on, get equipped with an apprenticeship, a trade involving earn as you learn, master it, you can bypass the traditional classroom. Or even employment, get a job, get into the job market. They all have unique benefits. Consider them, figure out which one works best for how you want to go first. And now I'm going to pass it over to Stephanie to take the wheel.
Thank you, Kim. Okay. Such great information, right? So we're going to talk a little bit first now about college and what we call the traditional path. So we're starting with college because, for a lot of people, it's still the main path to many careers. In many fields, having a degree helps you get your foot in the door. It's often what gets your resume past the computer filters so an actual person sees it. But college also isn't one size fits all. You can choose a 2-year associate degree, which focuses on quicker, career-ready skills, or a 4-year bachelor's degree, which gives you a broader education. The first step is figuring out what kind of degree the career you want actually requires. It's about becoming an expert. So if there's a subject that you really love, whether it's science or business or art or anything else, college gives you the chance to go all in. You get to learn from people who are experts in their field and use equipment and labs and resources that you usually can't access anywhere else. It's a safe space to figure things out. Think of college as the bridge between high school and adult life. It's a place where you can explore different majors, try new things, and learn about who you are without the pressure of jumping straight into a full-time job. It's okay to make mistakes there, and that's part of the process. Seeing the world in a new way. One of the biggest parts of college is meeting people from all kinds of backgrounds. That was my favorite part of college, I do have to say. You'll hear new ideas, see different perspectives, and learn how to work with people who aren't just like you. It helps you grow and prepare you for a world that's much bigger than your hometown. It's a key to job opportunities. In today's job market, a college degree can open doors. Many well-paying, stable careers still require one. Plus, a lot of companies use software to scan resumes. And if you don't have a degree listed, your application might not even reach a real person. So a degree helps you get noticed so you can show what you can really do. And building your network. College is also where you start building your team. The friends you make and the professors who support you often become the people who help you find internships, jobs, and opportunities later on. Your network can be one of your biggest advantages. So let's talk a little bit about community college and how it is an optional launch pad. If you start at a community college, which I think is a great idea, you can save a lot of money. Staying local for your first 2 years can save you upwards of $40,000 or more compared to going straight to a 4-year school. That's money you don't have to borrow, which means less debt and more freedom later on. Plus, if you stay in New Jersey, you may qualify for the Garden State Guarantee, GSG. When you transfer to a New Jersey public university, GSG can cover your tuition and fees for your junior and senior years, depending on your family's income. That means you could earn your bachelor's degree with little to no tuition debt. Pretty amazing. Your credits do transfer. A lot of students worry that starting at a county college means they'll lose credits when they transfer. In New Jersey, we have a great tool called NJ Transfer. Because of statewide agreements, community colleges and 4-year universities work together to make sure your credits move with you. Here's an insider tip. Don't assume every class automatically transfers. You still need to double check. So look at something called articulation agreements. These are official agreements between specific colleges that tell you exactly which classes count toward your major. Checking this early helps you make sure that math, science, or other classes that you're taking now will actually count later. It saves you time, money, and definitely stress. So, rethinking the trades. Right now, trades are becoming some of the most reliable careers out there. With AI changing a lot of office jobs, hands-on work like electrical, plumbing, HVAC, and other skilled trades can't be replaced by technology. These jobs need real problem solving and real people. But where to find these, let's talk about these earn and learn programs. If you're interested in learning a trade while getting paid, check out programs funded through New Jersey Department of Labor. They support earn and learn opportunities where you can work, train, and build skills at the same time. Another helpful tool is the SFAB. Even if you're not planning to join the military, it's one of the best tests for figuring out your mechanical and technical strengths. You don't have to choose between a trade or a college. In New Jersey, trade programs and college are starting to blend together. Amazing. Many technical programs now offer real college credits. Through NJ Place 2.0, the hours you put into an apprenticeship can count toward a college degree later on. That means you can start a career now and still build a college transcript at the same time. So let's talk about how you could go where the jobs are growing. Right now, New Jersey has huge growth in areas like offshore wind energy, advanced manufacturing, cybersecurity. These fields pay well, offer long-term stability, and many of them only require short-term training or certifications to get started. If you need a fresh start, if you left school early, or just need immediate work, New Jersey Youth Corps can help. It's a program for young adults that lets you earn a paycheck, get hands-on job training, and work toward your GED at the same time. And also, your local one-stop career center. One-stop career centers aren't just for adults looking for unemployment help. They're actually great places for young people to get started. They offer free resume help, interview coaching, and support to help you land a job in today's New Jersey job market. So let's help you put together your toolbox here. Self-assessment is first. Think of a self-assessment as your career compass. You don't have to guess what you want to do with your life. By using a free tool called the NJ Can 360 Interest Profiler, you can take a quick quiz that matches your unique personality traits and strengths with real growing jobs right here in New Jersey. It's the easiest way to find a career path that actually fits who you are. Work-based learning, or WBL. You wouldn't buy a car without driving it first, right? The same goes for your career. Work-based learning, which includes things like job shadowing and internships, it lets you test drive a job. You get to see what a normal workday looks like, talk to professionals, and decide if you actually like the field before you start spending time and money training for it. And stackable credentials. You don't need to spend 4 years in a classroom before you can start making money. With stackable credentials, you can take a short 6-month certificate program to learn a specific skill and jump straight into the workforce. Once you're earning a paycheck, you can keep taking more short courses over time to level up your skills, unlock promotions, and stack your way up to a degree if you want to. So we're going to now map the road by grade. We want to give you a clear map so that the future does not feel like it's crashing down on you all at once in senior year. So this timeline is about taking small, steady steps for the moment you walk into high school. First, we have middle school. That's your math foundation. Focus on your math classes now. Passing high school algebra early sets your foundation and opens the door to top paying STEM, tech, and advanced trade programs later. Grade 9, freshman year. It's about discovery and exploration. Start identifying your natural talents this year. Explore a wide range of interests through clubs, electives, and community service to figure out what you like and build a resume that stands out. Your sophomore year, grade 10, building skills and strength. Lock in your core math and science courses, specifically geometry and algebra 2. This is the time to develop your strengths and explore New Jersey-specific industries like healthcare, tech, and the skilled trades. Junior year, narrowing the road. Step up into leadership roles in your activities. Start visiting college campuses, job sites, union halls, so that you can narrow down your choices and prepare for any required entrance exam or certification. And then grade 12, senior year. It's about action and commitment. This is your year to execute the plan. Finalize your career track, complete the FAFSA, submit your applications, and graduate straight into a clear path toward college or the workforce. And then postgraduate. And that's your first pivot. Enter your chosen field knowing that learning doesn't end at graduation. The job market changes fast, and being able to adapt and pivot your skills down the road is a normal part of a successful career. And lastly, we can't not talk about the CLEP, which is the College Level Examination Program. If you plan to attend a 2-year or 4-year college, you do not have to wait until high school graduation to start earning credits. CLEP lets you take a single test to prove you already know the material for an introductory college course, saving you months of classroom time. Here's how you can use CLEP exams right here in New Jersey to jumpstart your degree. First, you can test out of classes. You do not always need to sit through a semester-long class to prove that you understand a subject. If you are strong in a topic like Spanish, college algebra, U.S. history, you can take a single 90-minute computer-based exam. If you get a passing score, you get the exact same college credits as someone who sat in a lecture hall for 4 months. Not bad. It saves massive money. Think of CLEP as a massive discount on your tuition. A standard 3-credit college course in New Jersey can cost anywhere from $600 at a community college to over $1,500 at a state university. A CLEP exam costs less than $100. By testing out of just 2 or 3 general education requirements, you keep thousands of dollars in your pocket. Wide New Jersey acceptance. You do not have to worry about these credits going to waste. Most higher education institutions across New Jersey accept CLEP scores. Schools like Rutgers, Rowan, Montclair State, and your local county community colleges have clear public policies that tell you exactly what score you need to earn credit for their classes. Free study resources. You do not have to pay out of pocket to prepare or take a test. A nonprofit called Modern States offers free online prep courses for CLEP exams. Even better, if you complete their free online course, they will give you a voucher that covers the entire cost of the exam fee, allowing you to earn college credit completely for free. Amazing. And you graduate much faster. So earning credits before you step foot on campus gives you incredible flexibility. You can use those credits to skip the massive freshman lecture class. This frees up your schedule to jump straight into your major, add a minor, or even graduate a semester or a full year early, which saves you even more money on housing and fees. I mean, this is amazing stuff, right? And now I'm going to pass it over to Faith. Faith?
Thank you, Stephanie. And now let's talk about a major resource right in your school building. Do you know who your guidance counselor or school counselor is? If not, it's time that you find out. They are there to help you navigate your next steps, and here's how you can work together to map out your future. Think of your school counselor as your guide. They are the ultimate bridge between where you are in high school and where you want to be in your career. Share your strengths. Don't keep your goals to yourself. Share your strengths, needs, dreams, and interests with your counselor so they can tailor a specific plan that fits your exact life goals. Unlock local resources. Once your counselor knows what your dream is, they can unlock doors for you. They can connect you directly to New Jersey grants, local union, apprenticeships, mentorships, or quick certification programs you might not find out on your own. You don't have to navigate this alone. The best way to get things done is to build a three-way partnership between you, your guidance counselor, your family. Your counselor is the one to keep everything and everyone on the same page. Navigating barriers. If something is blocking your path, your counselor is here to help. So you tell them. They are experts at clearing the way, clearing the obstacles like expensive application fees, testing anxiety, or confusing financial aid paperwork. If you didn't know, if you need help on paying your application fees, if you qualify for free lunch, you actually get a free waiver. Educators. Now, let's talk about the people you see every single day in your classrooms and in the hallways. Your teachers and the school leaders aren't just there to grade assignments and tell you what to do. They are major allies to helping you figure out your future. Here's how they are working behind the scenes to support your journey. Spot strengths. Pay attention when a teacher tells you that you're good at something. They're constantly looking for your hidden talents and strengths in the classroom, even the ones you might not see for yourself yet, to help guide you toward a career you'll excel in. There is no single right way to be successful after high school. Everyone is on a different path. Everyone is on a different journey. Your teachers and your school leaders treat all options the same, whether that's leading a union, landing a union, apprenticeship, joining the military, or heading to a four-year university, a two-year college, with the same level of respect and pride. When you sit in class and you're wondering when you'll ever use this information, just look closely and give it time. There's a bigger picture. Your teachers are actively tying your daily school lessons so that you can see exactly how classroom skills translate into high-paying future jobs. You never have to worry about being left behind or left out of these opportunities. Schoolish administrators are working hard in the background to ensure every student has equal, easy access to all the career counselors, funding guides, and tools needed to plan your next steps. Celebrate the pivot. It is completely okay to change your mind about what you want to do with your life. Your mentors want you to know that shifting gears or picking a new career track isn't a failure. It's actually a major sign of maturity and personal growth. When I went to college, I actually wanted to become a teacher. And by the time I finished college, I graduated doing something else. And today, here I am today. Educate. Families. Your families have been the most important part of your life. They are the AAA, your roadside assistance for life. As you navigate these big decisions about life after high school, your family can play a massive role in your success. While every family is different and not everyone knows how the system works or is immediately on board, learning to navigate these choices together can build real trust. So here's how you, your family, can work as a team to explore your options and make shared decisions for your future. Communicate with your family about your goals. You can find your unique path in both directions. So supported decision-making means you weigh options together so you feel confident about your choices. And remember, you can always pivot and you can always change your mind. Finding the money together. The financial side of life after high school can be stressful for everyone. You and your family can team up to find funding. Financial aid tools look like the FAFSA, applying for state aid, can actually help cover the cost of many trade schools and technical programs. Make a spreadsheet of different scholarships and deadlines. Apply early and on time and get creative. And also, don't be afraid to ask. If you know someone that sits on the school board, ask if they have any scholarships. Noticing your hidden talents. You might be a completely different person at home than you are in the classroom. Your family knows you, you're comfortable around your family. How you can love fixing cars, building installations, or little money making projects in your free time. These everyday habits are skills and strengths and interests that may be the landmarks to your career. The pressure to pick a career right now can feel overwhelming. Research options together. Explore different roads, take unique electives, or look into short-term certificate programs. Find out what you love right now. Learn from your experiences. Keep it, park it, and make a turn. Sometimes the only wrong decision is no decision. Use your family network. When you don't know, ask. Neighbors, coworkers, aunts, uncles, cousins, the guy at the corner store. Everyone has been through a similar experience, and they can give you advice and referrals that might lead you to local internships, job shadowing opportunities, and valuable career advice for you. In life, someone knows someone that knows someone that knows someone that knows someone for what you're looking for. Community-based organizations, also known as CBOs. So as you plan your next steps, local nonprofits, youth groups, and community-based organizations can play a massive role in your success. They serve as your bridge to the real world, helping you gain experience and connect directly to great paths in New Jersey. So here's how to team up with them to unlock new opportunities. Real-world mentors. You do not have to guess what a career looks like from the outside. Leaders and volunteers through networks like the YMCA, Big Brothers, Big Sisters, act as career mentors. When you connect with them, you get real answers about their daily work, what skills you need to know, and how to build a professional network in New Jersey. Closing the resource gap. The paperwork for college or technical training can feel like a totally different language, at times overwhelming. But organizations like the Urban League step in to help. Their counselors know how to decode complex financial aid forms and help you fill out competitive training applications so you don't miss out on funding opportunities. You do not need to commit to career paths before you even try it. In Paterson, organizations like the New Jersey Community Development Corporation, also known as NJCDC, run youth programs that let you get hands-on experience in leadership, community planning, and academic prep. Programs like this give you the room to figure out what you care about before making a final choice. Community advocates at places like New Community Corporation know exactly who's hiring right now in your area. They run specialized local career hubs that connect young adults directly to employees who offer strong entry-level pay and on-the-job training, skipping the generic internet job boards completely. And build work skills. To land a great position, you need more than just technical knowledge. Through Junior Achievement of New Jersey or local youth leadership summits, you can practice how to interview with confidence, build a resume, and communicate professionally. These skills help you stand out to local employers and launch your career with confidence. And students are spotlight stars. And now, on this career and education journey, you are the captain. Your guidance counselor, your family, your community is a great support system. But you are the main character in this journey. Planning your future takes active self-advocacy and a willingness to explore. Here is how you can take control of your path and make choices that fit who you are. So know your value. Start by looking at what you are naturally good at when no one is watching. Look at your hobbies, your passions, and your gifts. You are so much more than just a grade point average. You are more than just a ranking or a test score. And your natural talents are actually your biggest assets as you move forward. So fun fact about me, when I was a child, all the way up until even high school, one thing that they would always tell my parents at parent-teacher conferences is that Faith talks a lot. Faith talks a lot. Faith makes a laugh class. And my mom, I would get punishment, but not knowing that the very thing that I did the most would end up being what I would do later in my life, my career. So a lot of times what your child is doing is often their gift. So take the leap. Do not let the fear of making a mistake keep you from starting. Pick a road that interests you right now and jump in with both feet. Whether it is a trade or a degree, success comes when you commit to the hard work and give it everything you have. Be the driver. You are the captain. You are the main character and the driver of this journey and the writer of this story. So you have to be the one to speak up. Your family and your counselor want to help you, but they are not mind readers. Tell them exactly what your dreams are and be honest about what kind of help you need to get there. There is no dream that is too small. Test the waters. You do not have to guess what a career is like. So there's something called TikTok. You can get on TikTok, you can look on YouTube, and you can see what is a day-to-day to be a construction worker, a train conductor, a teacher. Testing the waters now is the best way to make sure the reality of the job matches your vision. And master the pivot. Finally, if you get started on a road and realize it's not for you, breathe. You're on the right track. Just don't panic. That's not a failure. It is just information. You have gathered data that will help you choose an even better road next time. So just take what you learn and get ready to pivot. This is your story, and just let the pen go. And now, Dr. Lanisha will guide us through resources and a roadmap.
Thank you, Faith. So we do not want you to feel like you have to figure all of this stuff out by yourself. New Jersey, we're lucky to live in New Jersey because it has a massive network of support waiting just for you. And we want to make sure that you will know exactly where to go for help. The Higher Education Student Assistance Authority, HESA, is your go-to. They handle the New Jersey STARS program, which provides free community college tuition for students in the top 15% of their class. They also manage the tuition aid grant, which is money that the state gives to students to help pay for college based on financial need. New Jersey Career Connections. For those who are looking at the workforce or trades, the New Jersey Department of Labor and Workforce Development has a great tool called Career Connections. It helps you to find local apprenticeships or on-the-job training where you can learn a trade while getting paid. It also shows you which jobs are actually hiring in our state at this time. If you're looking at starting at a community college to save money, which is a smart move, by the way, you need to get familiar with New Jersey Transfer. However, it's not just a website that you look at once. Every family, every student needs to research what we call articulation agreements. These are formal contracts between schools, particularly community colleges and four-year colleges and universities, that guarantee that your credits will transfer and they'll actually count towards the major that you want to undertake at a four-year institution. Don't assume that all your credits will transfer. You need to do the research, and you need to do that research early. We don't want you to waste your time or your money on classes that will not transfer. Finally, do not overlook our New Jersey Council on County Vocational and Technical Schools. These schools offer amazing technical trainings and certifications in things like plumbing, electrical work, welding, healthcare. These programs are often used to get students into higher paying jobs much faster than a traditional degree path. Of course, we at the Hub are here to help you. We provide guides, we provide workshops that keep our families and our students at the center of the planning process. We are your partner in making sure that you feel empowered and that your family has the right advocacy tools. Students, your future is not something that just happens to you. It's something that you build. Your very first move tonight is to log on to New Jersey Can and take that quick interest quiz. Let the data show you the career paths you might not have considered yet. It's the easiest way to see how your everyday hobbies can turn into a steady paycheck. For those of you who prefer a hands-on road, the New Jersey Department of Labor and Workforce Development apprenticeship site is your best resource. It lists active programs across the state of New Jersey where you can find earn and learn opportunities. This is a premier way to get a world-class education, learn a high-demand skill, and launch a career without student debt. At the end of the day, there are different roads, but the goal is the same for everyone. We want you, as students, to be happy, to be independent, to be successful. By working together as your village, you as the student, your families, your counselors, your teachers, and the community-based organizations, we make sure you and every student in the state of New Jersey has the map they need to get there. Let us do the work together, support you on whatever road that you choose. As a result of all of these systems working together, our purpose is in the work. This is the building of true family engagement, how we build trust together and why it matters in our future. Trust is a two-way street. Schools and communities often have the resources families do not know about, and families often see talents in you, their student, and their children that schools might miss. When everyone shares information openly and respects each other's perspective, it creates the best possible environment for you to grow. Engagement is not just about showing up at meetings. It is about having the right information. It's about asking questions so that when you and your family understand how the system works, from the FAFSA to the apprenticeship guidelines, you gain the power to speak up. This helps you to advocate for specific classes, tools, or funding you may need for your unique path. It can be confusing when a student says, when a teacher says one thing and a family member says another. A true village approach means that your counselor, your mentors, and your family all understand your goals. And that means everyone has to be on the same page so that you feel supported by a consistent team that catches you when you stumble. You do not need to succeed in a vacuum. Your graduation and your career launch are huge wins for everyone who helped you get there. Recognizing that student success is a shared responsibility helps build a community that stays invested in your future after you leave the classroom. The transition from high school to the real world can feel like jumping off of a cliff, but true family engagement acts like a bridge. It ensures that when you leave high school, you have a solid plan and a supportive team ready to help you navigate that first year of college, your first trade job, or your first day of service. So, we wanted you to share your thoughts. We're going to take a quick poll and reflect on today's session. Do you feel more confident about your future path and what interests you the most? So, part one is about knowledge gained. Please take the time to answer the poll. I see one person answered 2. 3. Thank you to those who participated in the poll. So it was a split. Yes, I learned a lot of new information. I knew a little bit about what you shared, and I still have a lot of questions. I definitely understand that. So let's go to part 2 of the poll. And part 2 is areas of interest. Okay, so areas of interest, financial aid and scholarships, how to find apprenticeships. Those are our top ones. Resume building and interviewing, navigating college applications. Those were the top in the next tier. And then mental health and life skills. Okay. Thank you so much for taking that poll. And now I'm going to turn it over to Jeanette for final announcements.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lanisha. I have to tell you, I have to thank all of the presenters for sharing such powerful information with such passion and excitement. And definitely your energy truly was what makes this session come alive. So we appreciate your knowledge and encouragement that you brought to this forum tonight. So let's wrap things up. We want to leave you with a few things to look forward to. Our next session in this series coming up is the college track, which will take place on June 1st. Whether you're getting ready to graduate and head off to college, or you're just transitioning into high school as a freshman in the upcoming year, it's never too early to start exploring your options and preparing for what comes next. So we hope you'll join us and continue building your roadmap for the future. And then we have our Ohio Family Engagement Leadership Summit, which will be on September 18th from 8:30 to 4:30. It is virtual offering. Registration is now open, but it will close on September 11th. And we here at the Hub are excited because we are partnered alongside with our friends at Ohio Statewide Family Engagement Center, the FEC. And this event is, although it's the 7th annual summit, we're excited because this virtual setting brings together the educators, school leaders, family engagement professionals, including parent leaders and community partners from across the country. So it's a national offering. And the theme this year is focusing on the powerful idea of meaningful change and how it happens through consistent, intentional actions that support students and families. So what we're really excited about is that we have a special invitation in our state of New Jersey to host the After the Bell session, and that's going to be from 3:30 to 4:30. And that's going to help us connect to all the participants from our state and across the state, but solely it's for folks who are in New Jersey. We're going to reflect on the takeaways from the summit, and we're going to discuss how we can continue leading with intentional, meaningful shifts in New Jersey. And of course, share some great resources and what's next. And then our next offering, it is a webinar on June 9th, and it's Skill Up the Summer. And the theme is engaging activities to inspire learning at home and beyond. So we know many of our students are going to set sail and exit school, and then they have the summer. So we want to ensure that you have some activities to kind of keep you learning beyond the classrooms. So this is going to be a great informational webinar for parents. And of course, everything that we offer is recorded. So we encourage the students to listen in on that recording as well. And that concludes the portion of our webinar tonight. Thank you for hanging in with us. We know we went a little bit over time. If you can please take the opportunity to just fill out our survey to give us some feedback on what you thought about today's offering. You can either scan the QR code or just click on the link that Alexis put in the chat. And as always, follow us on social media, continue to come to our forums, and we hope to see you next time. Thank you for joining us.